There are carnivorous plants growing in a bog in West Virginia at 3,400 feet. I didn't know that until I drove back here. The morning after a solo night in a 90-year-old mountaintop cabin, link in the description if you missed that one, I had a full day and no fixed plan. I'd asked Perplexity AI for the highlights of the southern Monongahela, the part of the forest most people drive through without stopping. It gave me a list. Some of it delivered, some of it didn't. We'll get to that. I climbed back into the forest the way I like to, on a narrow, winding mountain road I found in Onyx. Not a forest road, not a trail, just a county road that kept going up until it didn't anymore. Eventually it connected to a forest road, then FR 216, then the Highland Scenic Highway, Route 150, a national scenic byway that climbs above 4,500 feet through spruce forest and open ridgeline. After that county road, 150 felt like an interstate. It also lived up to its scenic designation. Perplexity's first recommendation was the Cranberry Glades Botanical Area, 750 acres of high elevation bog at 3,400 feet, the largest bog complex in West Virginia. I didn't know what to expect from a bog. What I found was a half-mile boardwalk through spongy peat wetlands filled with carnivorous plants, sundews and pitcher plants, wild orchids, and boreal species more commonly found in Canada than West Virginia. Canada, in West Virginia, at 3,400 feet. Perplexity called it family-friendly. It's also genuinely strange. The surrounding forest has no idea this is here. Five miles west of the Cranberry Glades, the falls of Hills Creek, 3 waterfalls dropping 220 feet through a narrow gorge. The lower falls is the second highest in West Virginia. I had a campsite to find. I did the upper falls on the accessible trail. 382 stairs to the bottom, next time. 9-foot pole, 360 camera out over the overlook. The perspective helped. I'll be back. Camping in this part of Monongahela is dispersed but designated. Numbered sites along Forest Roads 216 and 86. No recreation.gov, no advanced booking. Federal land, Iron Ranger, cash or check in the provided envelopes. First come, first served. I found them the way I find most things, in Onyx. The dispersed camping layer highlighted both roads in yellow, confirming they were open for camping. The developed campgrounds nearby showed on the base layer too. Midweek, afternoon, shoulder season, I had a fallback if I needed it. I didn't. Forest Road 86, west of Tea Creek Campground along the Williams River. Even on a Tuesday in early May, a number of sites were already taken. These are some of the best dispersed sites in the forest. Apparently people know it. I found one along the river, drone up, truck backed in, $10 at the Iron Ranger. The next morning, I was headed for the Green Bank Observatory, home to the world's largest fully steerable radio telescope. It sits inside the National Radio Quiet Zone, a 13,000 square mile federally designated area. Within about 10 miles of the observatory, most wireless transmissions are prohibited. No cell service, no Wi-Fi. Get close to the telescope itself, and the phone, smartwatch, and digital cameras stay in the truck. Staff have been known to ask residents to turn off their microwave ovens. People live here, they just live quietly. Perplexity had done a good job of calling out some points of interest, but it missed a few key details. On the way, I drove past a sign for White Sulphur Springs, home of the Greenbrier. I asked Perplexity what it was. Luxury resort, it said. Didn't mention the decommissioned Cold War nuclear bunker underneath that built to house Congress in a nuclear attack. Found that out when I got home. I showed up at Green Bank on a Tuesday in early May. It was closed. Didn't mention the closure either. And sent me on a film camera chase I was never going to win. Full story in the next video. Even mostly closed, it's one of the strangest places I ever visited. A massive dish in a West Virginia forest surrounded by federally enforced silence. The day itself was nearly perfect. Carnivorous plants in a Canadian bog, a waterfall in a narrow gorge, a $10 campsite on the Williams River. Weird, wild, wonderful. The next video picks up here. The best and worst moments of the whole week are still ahead. Thanks to our newest members, your support keeps this going. If you want early access to videos, GPX files, and route downloads, consider joining the channel. Link in the description. And if this kind of content helps you plan your next trip, subscribe and hit the bell. There's more West Virginia coming.